Hey, you listening with Supreme Confidence. You're listening to today's episode of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch network. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence, pressure make diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Listen on Apple Podcasts and Google Play Music and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Watch and listen on YouTube. Everything. Confidence in the Klutch. Search for it. Subscribe, rate, and review is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K and the K. Coming up today, I'm talking about LeBron James opening up the I Promise School, LeBron's Lakers decision. Halftime, we're talking about the WNBA, Las Vegas Aces, and much more, y'all. You already know what time it is. Y'all at home right now. The confidence starts now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yeah. I'm going for a video. After, maybe a little bit. Y'all Saturday night, man. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man. Very unique here. We city of festivals, so we had a festival called African World Festival. Throughout the years, it didn't do the numbers they were doing, got in debt. Depending on who you want to listen to, we talk about the different hands that changed with leadership and with leadership change and paper change. Was in debt to the World Festival or Inc. or whatever that runs all the festivals. The major one is Summerfest. Not able to use the title World African Festival, so now it's like the MKE Arts something. But anyway, I was getting to all that because Tony was here tonight at 8 o'clock. It's 8:10 right now, including I'm doing the pod. Why? Raphael Sadiq wasn't coming with him. He's not with him, so I would have went and seen him. Because then afterward, MC Light though. So after this, I might go see MC Light so I can hear Cha 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 and Paper Thin and all that. You know what I mean? And Light as a Rock. LYLYTE. I might. So, yo. So this is one of our podcasts, a quick one, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Whether the game of basketball, the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch, man. Your boy doing a lot, man. So check out the other pods, man. The Queen of the South Reverberation and the Power Reverberation with Klee. Check out my MKE Chosen Few Select series. I got a couple new ones coming up. The next one going to be epic. And I have the Love Affair discussions with Kels. This is a lot of traction. I got in this game for all of y'all that's been listening ever since the beginning for confidence in the clutch. For what we do here. This the baby. This one ain't going nowhere. It's just dry as summer. Ain't no hooping to talk about too much like that. There's no need for me to get out here like that. But that Love Affair discussion is taking its own life of itself. So check some of that out. On Facebook is where you need to look at that because that's where a lot of it is coming from. I'm blessed, man. I do this for y'all though. My initial listeners worldwide, yo. I told y'all. Stay woke or get out. Shout out to Lesotho. Shout out to Great Britain. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to the US of A. I'm looking for some South America. You know what I mean? I need some Asian. I need some Asia. I need some Australia, yo. So we got to get some downloads there, though. So just keep it thorough in the barrel, y'all. The confidence starts now. My man LeBron James, man. He opens up his I Promise School. And for all the Bron hate, man, y'all got some nerves, man. This brother is epic, man. This brother's epic, man. I love him to death, man. Everything he does. They can talk about him on the basketball court, but they can't talk about him in the game of life. And that's where we at. The game of life, they can't say anything about brother LeBron, right? So, brother LeBron. He opened up his I Promise School in Akron, Ohio. Okay, this is a school for children that needed support. The ones that weren't passing their test scores, were not attending school, the ones that may have had a challenging first couple years in school. He went and handpicked certain children, got those kids into school. They come with lagging educational levels. In fourth grade, it was notoriously known that LeBron missed 84 days of school because they were moving around, him and his mom's different place, didn't have a car. He went to a school on the whole other side of town one time. So they moved in with the family, and the next year he missed only 1 day. So, I mean, not having that vehicle and all that stuff, and, you know, people will say, oh, catch the bus or catch a cab and all that stuff, you know, but sometimes that catch up with you, you know. So, I mean, you know, moms are trying, man. Anybody know how it is with the single moms, man? It's kind of hard, you know, sometimes. So, but in LeBron James, I Promise School, it will be a longer year school. Longer year. The day will be until 5 p.m. Due to the children being behind in their academics. It's genius. Like, this is something we need to do here in Milwaukee with MPS. For the schools that's behind, let's go ahead and make them stay longer during the day. So you get breakfast, you get lunch, and you get a snack before you go to the crib. You know, we know some children, their best meal of the day is the lunch, is the breakfast at school. So with knowing that, LeBron did his research, got some right people involved to make sure the best that they can come out with, we're going to do it. Make sure we take care of these kids, man. Shout out to LeBron. There's no charter, right? It's not private. It's not a parochial school. It's a fully funded public school sponsored by the LeBron James Family Foundation and Akron Public School District, man. This is a great partnership with public education. Those that complete the program will get a full scholarship to attend the University of Akron starting in 2021. You know, he's starting out with 240 third and fourth graders, and plans on being a full 1 through 8 grade school. All right. So he also created a program for the parents of the children that attends the school to complete their high school education, man. That's what I'm saying. Boss up to Bron, man. I appreciate you, Bron. Confidence in the Klutch. Appreciate you, LeBron, for putting back into the community, man. We don't care about the weak side defense. We don't care about the whining towards calls that people don't like. We don't give a damn about that, man. Keep on doing you, LeBron. We salute you, brother. During all of this, though, he was finally able to go ahead and talk about his Lakers decision, right? So he was talking to Rachel Nichols, and he was saying he had an interview with Don Lemon. We'll touch on that later. History of Lakers of the franchise, okay? But they got 16 chips. Celtics got 17, all right? The Lakers have more chips since they moved to LA than the Celtics had since the 60s, though. It's not even close. I think the Celtics got about like 3 or 4 or 5 or some shit. Lakers got like 10, 12, something like that. So we had to check the numbers. But the history of Lakers working and working with Magic went into his decision. He wants to be a part of the culture of bringing a championship back to Los Angeles. He doesn't believe they're rebuilding, though. He shies away from that. He said they're trying to win now with the team they have. He loves the notion of their rebuilding and don't have enough, though. And that's the same sentiment that the other players on the team were saying. We love that. We love that y'all counting us out and y'all think what y'all think right now. We love that. So, you know, they're giving them fuel to the fire about what's going on. So I appreciate that all day long. When people hate on you, it's always easy to be like, all right, then watch this, y'all. Watch this. So he wants to be a part of that culture, like I said, to bring a championship back to LA. So he equates joining Los Angeles right now to when he joined Miami in 2010, who was 47 and 35 the year before he made a super team. So the Lakers last year were 35 and shit. They was 35 and like maybe 47, if that number. Yeah, they were 35 and 47. So, you know, he at least got to get them to 50 wins, you know. Shay Sharp, my homeboy, he say 54, 53. So I can see LeBron them getting that 51, 52. You know what I mean? So it's all good, though. All right. What about these Banana Boat brothers, though? What happened? You know what I mean? So this is all LeBron segment right here. Little Banana Boat. Chris Paul, D-Wade, Carmelo. Why ain't nobody going to play with Bron in LA, though? What happened to that? So listen to Stephen A. He says it's puzzling that the Banana Boat crew didn't all wanted to play in LA with Bron. That was their time to do so, though. So clearly they wanted to do something else. Everybody want to do something else, or the perception or whatever it is, or they thought they were too old, or I mean the money or whatever aspect. But you know, Chris Paul and Carmelo gonna be in Houston. D Wade got to figure out what he gonna do, because in Miami they strapped at 2 guards. So yeah, I mean he got to think about if he want to come back to there or go somewhere else. You know, he went to Chicago, to Cleveland, back to Miami, so he don't want to bounce around like that. He got his 3 rings. They could have all went to LA though. Chris Paul re-up with Houston. I mean, I got a better chance of winning the title in Houston than with LeBron in LA. I don't know, but that was the time to do so. Now, the bullshit right now is the guy, man, the 44th president of the United States, man. Your man, your boy. You know what I mean? And his tweet about LeBron, you know what I mean? He got to figure out some way to get in and mess up something else, man. So he talking about LeBron, and he took aim at James because you know LeBron was talking about him, about he's a bum and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically on CNN interview with Don Lemon this week, when he was opening up his school, he was saying that Trump was, quote, using sports to kind of divide us, end quote. Sports, quote, sports has never been something that divides people. It's always been something that brings someone together, quote. So your boy the 44th said this, quote, LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike. Motherfucker. You know what I mean? So this is what it is, man. The dude, I don't know how, you know what I'm saying, that's what he do. But, you know, everybody stepped up from Steph to Karl Anthony Towns to Donovan Mitchell, came to James' defense on social media. He ain't had to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even Bone, J-Bone, we call him Bone in Milwaukee. Jordan even says something that, you know, he's with LeBron. LeBron does a lot for the children, and you know, it's just bogus that basically it's bogus. I'm trying to find a Jordan quote. I had it, but I didn't write it down. Jordan, he said, I support LJ. Quote, I support LJ, end quote. He's doing an amazing job for his community, end quote. So that's what he said. Now, the revelation is Melania Trump or whatever, she said in a statement that she would be open to visiting, I promise. Quote, it looks like LeBron James is working to do good things on behalf of our next generation. And just as she always has, the First Lady encourages everyone to have an open dialogue about issues facing children today. All right. End quote. The funny thing is, President Trump was traveling to Ohio to do a campaign rally, and you know he didn't say anything about LeBron James. So I guess he got class with that. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that was just funny though.
I can't do this anymore.
Word.
I can't do this anymore.
So let's jump into this halftime, y'all. My halftime, I've talked about this. I touched on this. The WNBA, man, need to get it together. And I think it's not them. Their owners need to get it together. Most of these WNBA teams are owned by NBA teams. We know they don't get the revenue share and all that. We know that the WNBA players get 22% BRI, while the NBA gets 50 players. You know what I'm saying, from BRI, which is basketball related income. But we know that. Does that mean the owners is getting all that money? It's not going to the players. The owners are getting 78% of the paper. The players are getting 22. So why the hell we got to sit in the fucking airport for over 24 hours? Listen, y'all, the WNBA's Las Vegas Aces arrived at an airport in Vegas late Thursday morning to fly out to a game in DC. Thursday morning they got there. They spent more than 24 hours in the airport, right? Faced over 700 delays due to weather, and they had to take a flight to Dallas and faced more delays, right? So by 11:30 a.m. on Friday, they had to even split up the team, because they had enough seats on this flight, enough seats on that flight to get them all to DC. They played at 7 p.m. that night in DC, but DC, the Washington Mystics, they pushed the game back. The WNBA did to 8 p.m., but they were saying they would go to the game, without having no sleeping, no bed, not really eating good, no shooting around on nothing. Just have to go, get to the game, get ready to go, and that's it. No practice, no nothing, no rest. And the last group that got there wouldn't get there till like 3 o'clock. Get through traffic, all that shit to get to the gym. Like, man. So what the Aces do? What I would have did. They canceled the game, citing health and injury risks. The Mystics coach, Mike the Boss, said, quote, "I'm really disappointed that the Las Vegas players and organization didn't come to compete. If you are there and in the city and can't play, you should show up and play." Shut the fuck up, Mike. You got to relax because they've been in the hotel for 24 hours. And then he talked about a time when he was coaching with the Connecticut Sun, I believe. And they had a traveling problem, but they played and all that. It's kind of different, though. You out in that heat in Vegas and all that. And it's a little different thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have been on bus. I don't know. But I read this story. I didn't care no more after he told them they should have showed up and played. Man, you ain't even cut no checks. Shut up. Shut up. That's for the owner. That's for the GM. You shut up. You coach the team, man. You ain't got no say in that shit. It was what would I think it said this breast cancer awareness tonight. We was expecting 7,000. Man, listen. Nothing they can do. They just had to reschedule it. You know what I'm saying? So, All-Star guard Kayla McBride for the Las Vegas Aces tweeted before the cancellation was announced and it said, you know what I'm saying? No shoot around. Quote, "No shoot around, no night of sleep, no beds, no food. Right now we will land in DC at 2:45 p.m. That has us going straight to the gym because of traffic and bags, and you want us to play, question mark. Oh, okay." End quote. You know what I mean? Nah, I can't do it. Not going to be able to do it. All right, so WNBA teams aren't allowed to charter their flights. That would be the first thing they need to do. They need to at least get fucking chartered flights, yo. They on coach. We can be flying somewhere around here, and we be on a flight with WNBA players. You know what I mean? 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". Ain't no first class. They in coach. Come on, B. Charter they fucking flights at least. Most of these NBA teams got fucking planes, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they can't charter their flights because it would cause an unfair advantage because some teams will spend more money than other teams. Will fucking everybody got to spend the fucking money to charter the flight, man. It pisses me off for me being a female coach. I know firsthand how they treat you when you're a female athlete or a female team in the building. We're talking about high school. College and the pros, it shouldn't be like that, man. They making paper. They generating revenue, man. You know what I'm saying? So look at Dawn Staley down in South Carolina. They sell out their joints. They be averaging like 11,000 every game at the crib. You know what I'm saying? That's why they be pissed when they placed them in the tournament far as hell away from South Carolina because they gonna travel well too. So I think it's bullshit, man. These teams are owned by the NBA teams and they got their own plane. So they're professional athletes that deserve the same amenities as their male counterparts. Period. Point blank, y'all. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch, man. It's time for me to take a quick break.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yeah, we right back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Like I said, that just irked the hell out of me with the WNBA joint, man. That shit, it's just crazy with me. It's real crazy with me, man. So let's go ahead and get it together, y'all. All right, what else we got? Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal from TMZ says Kobe's coming back. I heard. You heard it first. You heard it here first. Quote unquote, man. Kobe ain't coming back, man. I would love to see Kobe in the Big Three, though. I don't think he got 82 in him, though. You know what I mean? I don't think he got 82 in him, though. But maybe say I want to come play with Brian. That'd be a motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying? That'd be if Kobe can come back and average that. Kobe can come back and average a dub. Easy, just amount of shots, man. But if you got to worry about LeBron and everybody else, you ain't got to worry about Kobe. Kobe, man, low key, they better chill out because he can be the one. Kobe can be the one, fam. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. That's crazy. I'm thinking about it now, right? I'm thinking about it now. Wow. That'd be amazing. Clint Capella, yo. Houston Center, Clint Capella. Houston Rockets Center, Clint Capella signed to 5-year, $90 million with a sentence, man. That's what he need. That's what he worth. what you worth, Clint, for right now, man. You get it. Hopefully you got the 4 year with the opt out, man. Carmelo was bought out by the Hawks for $25.5 million. He was signed a 2.4 veterans minimum contract with the Rockets, basically getting him his full 2018-19 $27.9 million salary for this season. So Melo gonna get all 27.9 of that, yo. He signed with Houston. Now, this the bull right here. Dak and Zeke side with Jerry over protest for injustice. I get it, but no, right? The thing is, when you're young, you say what you say, whatever. They both supposed to have an organization with Jerry. I listen to Stephen A. Like, man, dog, you black, fam. Yo, Jerry. Yo, we black, fam. We can't go out here saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, no, don't do that, because you make us looking like we Uncle Toms and all that. But really, we understand, but man, you can't do that. I'm the quarterback. I'm the face of the team, man. I'm the face of Dallas. Understand me? This America's team. Y'all say about the Cowboys, right? Come on, man. We ain't got to do that, though. But y'all put me in a position, you know what I'm saying? Because them sound bites and them hot takes is for real, man. That ain't how I go, though. So, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is, man. I just say, I'm saying, let them brothers do their thing. It is what it is, man. I still haven't listened to the R. Kelly song. I need to, though. I promise y'all, I'm going to give y'all the review on the joint. I'm going to get y'all a review on the joint. Now, what I did listen to was Daniel Caesar. So cats like, yo, Daniel, my homegirl Kels, who do the Love Affair discussion podcast with me, going live tomorrow, about 5:30 p.m. on Facebook. Just check it out if y'all can. If not, it's always on YouTube. Confidence in the Klutch, baby. Daniel Caesar called him, man. And here's my review for Tiny Desk, yo. Go on YouTube. Tiny Desk is NPR. It was the one of the music directors or whatever from I'm gonna look it up, right? I'm gonna look it up for the one time for y'all, so I can give y'all the real game how it came up. One of the musical editors for Tiny Desk concerts. It was came about in 2008 after Bolin, an NPR music editor, Stephen Thompson. Tiny Desk Concerts is a video series of live concerts hosted by NPR Music at the desk of All Songs Considered host Bob Boilen, right? So he left the show frustrated that they couldn't hear the music because it's too crowded, and he joked that the person they was going to see should just perform at his desk. A month later, they was doing the same thing, and it's an impromptu recording they posted online, man. When I tell y'all, man, the shit is dope, man. And I seen Daniel Caesar with her on there. I seen George Clinton. Daniel Caesar is cold though. I seen the most viewed one was T-Pain. He had like 16 million views. T-Pain can sing, man. Y'all need to see that. I know he can rap, but he can sing. T-Pain was cold. And everybody, you got to have a live band. Like, you got to have a live instrument, at least one. So people come with the band, some people come with the piano, some people come with the guitar. It don't matter. Gucci Mane was on that joint. He had Zaytoven on there playing. He had his stuff in the background, but he had Zaytoven playing the keys, man. They was kicking it hard, man. You see, y'all got to look at Gucci Mane one. But Anthony Hamilton shit was so cold, man. He was cold too. And the most viewed one is Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak, man, he did Suede on that joint. Woo! Anybody that knows Suede, man, he did Suede on that joint. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to check that out. Tiny Desk, man. It's nice, man. I mean, and the acoustics, oh my God, sounds so good. The mics are bananas, yo. So Tiny Desk, man, I highly rate that. Tiny Desk get the fucking Hall of Fame, man. As far as it needs to be a spot where you can go, small, intimate venue, standing room only. Everybody's quiet. Wasn't nobody talking. Nobody talking. It's that in between songs, clapping. Yeah. They ask for a request or whatever. Everybody's quiet, man. It sounds so good, man. Tiny Desk, man. So them shows that I said, I would highly recommend. They get the first Hall of Fame in this joint. They get the Hall of Fame. So Tiny Desk, you get the Hall of Fame, man, from Confidence in the Klutch, y'all. Enjoy yourself. Stay cool. Remember, tomorrow I'm doing a A very unique show. It's gonna be live. I don't say it's lit. I don't say it's lit. I don't say get my coins. I don't say secure the bag. I don't say I'm a boss. You can't be a boss when you got a boss. You feel me? I ain't got no boss here. Confidence in the Clutch is owned by me. So I am a boss. Word. Whether it's the game of basketball. Oh, no, let me tell y'all. About 5:30, Facebook Live, Confidence in the Clutch. Or, it's going to be under Donald Nelson. Go on my live feed. Take a listen. See what it is. If you can't catch it, and interact with us in the comments. We mess with you. Watch it on YouTube, y'all. So now we gone. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Listen on Apple Podcasts and Google Play Music. And at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Watch and listen on YouTube. Confidence in the Clutch. Subscribe, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook, Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KNK. We out this. Three, two, one. Confidence on 3 and the Clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence
4, 5, 6.
in the clutch.
Confidence in the Clutch.